What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and today I want to keep it pretty simple, guys. I want to talk about why the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is the best Android device in 2024. Let's get into it. Okay, first and foremost, you can call me biased. You guys know I love to use the Samsung devices, the Ultras, the Notes, and things of that nature. But is a reason that I always gravitated towards these devices throughout the years. They're basically some of the best Android devices with the best hardware. Not always the best software, but definitely some of the best hardware. And we know that the Note was the premier big phone back in the day. It was the big phone when it got laughed at. We talk about 2024, guys. It's a couple things that I like about a device. Now, you can sit here and say, that's not your thing or that's not what you like, but I'm just going to talk about what I like and why I just think is the device of 2024, the Android device. So, to me, as much as I complain about the camera system and the post processing on the point and shoot photos on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, I feel like it's just one of the most versatile camera systems that exists with two telephotos with a 200 megapixel main sensor and just zoom footage that's incredible. 100x, or you can go down to 20x and 10x and actually get some zoomed in footage that you could actually use in your videos and things of that nature, or actually get a video of something that you won't be able to get on most phones because once you zoom in, you lose all quality. And I know at like 10x, 5x on the S24 Ultra, sometimes it look just as clear as 1x. So even though processing is definitely a drawback to me, I mean, you can definitely take these lenses, go into pro mode, and do your own thing and be a creative. When I complain about the processing, that's more so for folks that just want to point and shoot and don't want to edit a photo. Now, some people like me find editing photos and things of that nature and editing videos and seeing what I can make happen or seeing the type of results I can get. I find that fun actually. Now, I'm heavy on the S Pen, and this device is the S24 Ultra. Of course, it comes from the Note, and basically, S24 Ultra to me is a Note. And having a stylus on board, and I take big points away from Z Folds for this. Having a stylus on board, ready to rock and roll, is just a productivity tool that's really, to me, is underrated and it's priceless. I love having the S Pen on deck. So many times I've taken notes, so many times that I've been around people that needed to take a note, and I took the note for them because the S Pen is right there. I don't have to look for it. I know where it is. It's very useful. It makes me very productive, and it has me prone to planning more and figuring out how to lay things out or how I want to go about things, journaling, actually jotting thoughts down because I'm not looking for a pen, I'm not looking for a piece of paper, I'm not looking for an S Pen that I bought for a device, but I can't store it in the device. It's right there in the device. Now we talk about the build of Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. I think the titanium looks good, it's aesthetically pleasing, but also I've had this device for a few months and I'm not the most gentle with my devices. And it looks the same, it looks brand new, no scratches on the titanium. Titanium I think is a great material to incorporate in smartphones. It's a little lighter, but just very strong. So when Samsung followed Apple in the titanium, I'm cool with that. Now, when it comes to the display, of course, Samsung always made beautiful displays, but this year it's just something different. It's a whole nother level. The anti-glare on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is probably one of the most game-changing parts of the device. I'm going to be honest with you because it's a lot of beautiful displays on devices. Of course, Samsung has always been ahead of that, and a lot of times they supply other manufacturers with their devices. But what they was able to do with anti-glare, when you compare it to any other phone that doesn't have anti-glare outside things of that nature, this display looks great in any situation at any angle. Now, when we get to hardware, we got to think Snapdragon because Samsung has really learned that they can put their trust in Snapdragon for all of these processors. They put their trust in Snapdragon and it's paid off because Snapdragon, the 8 Gen 2 and the S23 Ultra, 8 Gen 3 and the S24 Ultra, and the Snapdragon processors are able to compete with the very powerful processors from Apple. It's nothing that you can't do with a device with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And honestly, you can actually edit 4K video, you can game anything that you decide you want to throw at your phone. You want to use your phone in DeX mode as a laptop, open up a lot of programs. You got laptop processing power in a smartphone, and that never goes wrong. And another thing about that, guys, that speaks to longevity. Look how powerful this processor is. You can have this phone for 3, 4, 5 years and it still run really good because it's just OP processors, overpowered. So that means that it can last with the updates, it can last with the new apps for a little while. If I buy a processor that's not underpowered or just right, perfectly powered for the times that we in this year, next year, when new apps come out, when new updates come out, it's already slowing down. And one thing I never thought I'd shout out Samsung for is One UI. Right now, we're on One UI 6.1 on the S24 Ultra, and I love the edge features. I love the AI stuff. It's just a lot of helpful stuff in One UI, and it's very fluid now. But in 2024, as far as just the overall camera system and the video and the type of pictures that you could take in the zoom, S24 Ultra killed it. As far as the build go, titanium, just one of the most refined builds. Square, boxy, flat screen, anti-glare on the display. The Snapdragon processor and One UI is working together really well for just an all-around great tool. S24 Ultra to me, sometimes you got phones that just phones, and sometimes you got phones that are really tools. And I feel like in 2024, S24 Ultra is just really a tool. It's your boy BG Tech Life. These are just my thoughts. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I'm out. Peace.